James Thompson is an English professional mixed martial artist. He fights as a heavyweight and has also fought at super heavyweight. Over his career he has competed in Pride FC, Cage Rage, EliteXC, Sengoku, Dream, KSW, SFL and Bellator. He is known for his Gong and Dash, rushing his opponents with strikes at the start of the fight, and is also known for his imposing size and strength, as well as being an early pioneer and icon of British mixed martial arts. Background: Thompson was born and raised in Rochdale, Greater Manchester. Thompson was raised by his mother, having never met his father, who is now deceased. Growing up, Thompson was a talented rugby player, and then worked as a bouncer and a debt collector. He also pursued a career in bodybuilding. Thompson took up the sport of wrestling and competed in several matches before seeing an MMA match featuring Don Fry, which ultimately inspired him to pursue a career in MMA. He started watching DVDs on boxing, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Mixed martial arts career: early career, Thompson began his mixed martial arts career fighting in the British promotion Ultimate Combat. He developed a rivalry with Mark the Shark Goddard after their bout in Ultimate Combat 6, Battle in the Cage. Thompson won the bout by referee stoppage, but Goddard disputed the result, saying that Thompson had tapped earlier to one of his armor attempts. A rematch at Ultimate Combat 8, Retribution, resulted in an 18-second knockout victory for Thompson. After 5 straight victories, he faced his first loss to Georgian Tengiz Tidaradze at Ultimate Combat X. Tidaradze managed to stop Thompson's initial charge and won by doctor's stoppage after the second round. Thompson bounced back with a UC Championship bout against Ultimate Fighting Championship veteran Dan Severn at Ultimate Combat 11, Eyes of the Beast. Check quotation syntax: entry into Pride. After defeating Severn, Thompson made his Pride Fighting Championship debut at Pride 28 to face Alexander Emelianenko at Pride 28, High Octane. Despite losing the fight in only 11 seconds, he remained with the organization, earning quick victories over Henry Armstrong Miller and Giant Silver. Thompson became known to Pride fans for his penchant for rushing at opponents at the opening bell, which became known as Gong and Dash. During this time, Thompson alternated appearances in Japan with fights in British organizations such as Cage Rage. Thompson's career took a downturn with 3 consecutive losses to Kazuyuki Fujita, Rob Broughton and John Olavinamo. However, he followed up with an upset victory over Olympic judo gold medalist Hidehiko Yoshida at Pride Shockwave 2006. He next suffered a quick KO at the hands of super heavyweight boxer Eric Butterbean Esch at Cage Rage 20. In his final appearance in Pride, Thompson dominated against UFC veteran Don Fry to a first-round stoppage at Pride 34. Thompson followed up with his final appearance in Cage Rage, losing to Neil Goliath Grove by knockout in just 10 seconds. Thompson cited a lack of quality heavyweight training partners for his poor performances, and switched training camps to join Randy Couturier's Extreme Couture. Entry into EliteXC: Thompson made his EliteXC debut against undefeated 8-0 fighter Brett Rogers at the EliteXC, Street Certified on February 16, 2008. Rogers knocked Thompson out in the first round. Despite this loss, Thompson followed up with a headlining appearance at EliteXC, Primetime against Street Fighter Kimbo Slice. Entering the fight with a considerably swollen cauliflower ear, Thompson managed to control the first 2 rounds with effective ground and pound. However, both fighters came into the third round substantially winded. Slice landed several unanswered blows to Thompson's face whilst on his feet, one of which burst his cauliflower ear, prompting the referee to stop the fight and declare a TKO in Slice's favor. The stoppage caused a great deal of controversy. Strikebox Titans fighting incident: on February 6, 2009, Thompson fought Steve Bossa copyright at Strikebox Titans Fighting's inaugural event in Quebec, Canada. The event was originally scheduled to be under Strikebox's own rules where only boxing, takedowns and standing submissions were allowed, but the rules were not accepted by the province's athletic commission in time for the event. It was therefore conducted under MMA rules instead. Before the event, some fighters agreed to fight under Strikebox's proposed rules as a gentleman's agreement, though the referee in charge would not have any choice but to allow ground fighting were it to happen. Thompson, who later claimed to be unaware of the agreement, proceeded to take down, mount and ground and pound Boss, as allowed under MMA rules, after Boss went for a standing guillotine choke at the start of the fight. This caused the audience to boo Thompson and the referee, unaware of that the fight was being conducted under MMA rules. Beer cans and eventually chairs were then thrown into the ring, prompting referee Yves Latham to stop the match. Although it was originally declared a no contest, the fight and its result doesn't appear on either fighter's official fight records. Sengoku. Thompson's fought on March 20 at Sengoku 7 against New Zealand fighter Jim York, which he lost by KO. Dream. Thompson lost a fight with Alistair Overeem on October 25, 2009 at Dream 12, Strikeforce. Thompson revealed at the Dream 12 press conference that he has 3 more fights for his Strikeforce contract. ZT Fight Night, the tournament. Thompson competed in the ZT Fight Night tournament for £10,000 along with 7 other fighters on January 30, 2010. He avenged his first career loss against Tengiz Tiderades in the quarterfinals, his first win in nearly 3 years, breaking a 5-loss streak. He was then knocked out by the eventual tournament winner, Rob Broughton. Dream return. Rumors that Thompson could face Ikuhisa Manoa at Dream 16 surfaced. However, it was later revealed that Manoa would face Satoshi Ishii at Dream 16. Thompson instead fought deep veteran Yusuke Kawaguchi and lost via a controversial split decision. Many believe the 2 majority decision judges were biased towards the Japanese home country fighter after Thompson retained top position and did much more damage at the end of the first and throughout the second round. Confrontatia SZT UK Walkie. Thompson fought 5-time world unregistered trademark strongest man Mariusz Pudzianowski at KSW 16 on May 21, 2011. He won the fight via submission in the second round. In the rematch at KSW 17, Thompson lost a controversial decision. After the fight, he launched a profane verbal assault directed at the promotion. 2 days later, the promotion changed the result to a no contest, claiming an error in scorecard tallying. Thompson, however, has not participated in any subsequent KSW events. Super Fight League. Thompson fought in the main event of the Super Fight League's inaugural event, SFL 1, against Bob Sapp. He won the fight when Sapp injured his leg as he was being taken down by Thompson, forcing him to tap out to the injury. He next competed at Super Fight League 3 against Bobby Lashley. The outcome was yet another close and controversial decision, this time going unanimously in Thompson's favor, giving him his first winning streak since 2005. Underdog Promotions. Thompson returned to action once his orbital bone healed from his previous war with Lashley on March 1, 2014 against UFC veteran Colin Robinson as part of the Underdog Promotions card at the Odyssey Arena, Northern Ireland. He won via arm triangle choke in the second round. Bellator MMA. It was announced on May 23 that Thompson had been signed by Bellator Fighting Championship and would make his promotional debut against Eric Prindle in the headlining bout of Bellator 121 on June 6, 2014. Thompson dominated Prindle and won by TKO in the first round at 1:55 minutes. Thompson was expected to face UFC veteran Houston Alexander in the co-main event on October 17, 2014 at Bellator 129. However, on October 10, 2014 it was announced that Thompson was pulled from the fight due to injury. Championships and accomplishments. Ultimate Combat World Heavyweight Champion. Film. In April 2012, Thompson was cast for the role of the Berserker in Outpost, Rise of the Spetsnaz. Mixed martial arts record. See also, List of male mixed martial artists, notes and references. External links. Professional MMA record for James Thompson from Sherdog, James Thompson War Wagon Fan Club, Colossal Concerns, Thompson's official blog,